instance.
EC2 machines.
Inbound, outbound.
SSH services.
VPCs.
Some keyword VPC default currently. Yeah.
EBS volume storage.
Yeah. So EBS is the hard disk, yeah, storage volume, good keyword.
And DOS, if any attack happens, denial of service.
AMI, Amazon meeting.
Yeah, AMI.
Elastic IP.
Yeah, Elastic IP.
And instance family.
Yeah, instance family as well. Yeah.
VPC is all
In series of infra.
Sorry, which one that is?
Yeah, this one only. Yeah, series. Infra series. E series.
Oh yeah, instance family, like so T series and then the M series and then the
R series, C series.
and then like P series are there. R series are there, memory. R is for memory one. Memory series, yeah. Yeah, DDoS attack. Okay, so can you guys help me like last session what we did?
How connect with
Launched instance. Install Git bash.
Launched instances. Connecting
Installed
instance
default
and
application.
log into EC2.
EC2.
So just keep a clarity. Log into AWS is different. Log into EC2 is different. AWS login to is nothing but console. EC2 login is like you are using SSH kind of tool, right? Git bash. That is called the. So I have used the Git bash. Yeah. Yeah. Some more. Next, after instance login, what we did? Install application. Access the application outside. And then
Allowing the security groups.
yeah, creating few errors. Like what is errors? One error is the connection timeout. Another is connection
refused.
Yeah, refused. So in the connection refused, what is the problem? Can you guess what did do? When do we get connection refused?
When we make the IP is not in inbound rules, if we haven't mentioned the IP, then we'll get the connection refused. No. I guess port was unavailable, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. We created
If
one.
we don't have the access to, if we don't have access for that IP, we'll get refused.
No. That is also no. You could have seen clearly, like port also not access, port not allowed, NNC, no. In these two cases, we got error connection timeout.
It is able to reach the.
When there is some issue from our side, we get.
When instance stopped. No, in that case, we got timeout. We created these errors. Like when do we get these errors? Okay, let me go. EC2
wrong.
EC2 is up. EC2 is running, and then security group also allowed. Correct. And this is also right up that we did. Only problem was port was not listening. Means internally who was stopped, application not running. In that case, we have seen it. This is the yeah. So you have to check one by series of this thing. Very important. Like majority time, someone will send you this screenshot, timeout or like these things. So you'll get it problem. So let me record this.
Recording in progress.
So let me like just 2 minutes. I'll go through this flow. So we logged into the AWS account. So when I'm not discussing on the how to click on the some page and then how to go. Let's understand first the core topics. Then like the UI and all very easy. AWS console after few days, like Facebook, you know, right, where to click, like where to open chat and all something. Same thing. I'm not telling about how to go to the AWS console, how to click, where it will open. That is not my context. My context here is like understand some core basics, like I am. So what is the purpose of I am? Like whoever logged into the console. So that is what my objective here. We logged into the console. You can log in two ways. One is the root user or the I am user. So for now, I'm logging with the root user. Like a few days, once we get like core understanding of the topics, then I'll switch to the I am user. That is the one. So every account will have account number and then the alias name as well. That is the basic you should understand. Every account number. And then when you create any resource in AWS, what is the component do you get? What is that thing called? Every resource will have a one common name.
Yeah.
Yeah, ARM, very important. So I'm going to create some resources. Why I'm creating it? To run an application. Where do we run application? We need some kind of infrastructure, CPU, RAM, OS, all these things, storage, networking, all are available in the AWS cloud. They are providing us as a kind of service for us. So that's why among them to run an application, one of the option is EC2, which is core important topic. Majority companies they use for this project running. So when I talk EC2, EC2 is a regional based and it's again internal the zone again. It will go to a specific zone. When you create a EC2, EC2 will have instance ID and then we will be attaching a security group, EBS volume, VPC, and then like it has some status checks under. So these are all we have seen last week. So when you're creating EC2, the first thing you need is the AMI. You have to, someone ask you like, can you create me an EC2? First ask always, what kind of AMI do you need? Then like these are all basic questions you can ask it, like which VPC want me to create, which EBS volume, how much storage you need, and then like so these are some basic questions you can ask it. Whether you are experienced or not, it doesn't matter because they will have some requirement in their mind, right? Whenever they ask you ask these questions, when you are asking it, like you have this already information, like so you know what to ask, right? That's what the experience says it. So don't assume it, ask always these questions and then you can proceed with that, whatever the given checklist. That is among them, one of the important is the AMI, Amazon, Ubuntu, Windows, like they have a lot of AMIs. So once you create EC2 will come into the running in a specific region and then specific zone. And EC2 will have two important status checks, system and instance status checks. If any one of them fail, your application will not work properly. System status check, application will go completely down. Instance status check is like what we made some mistake, like our application caused some issue. This is one of interview question, you will get it. What are the status checks are available. Below the menu, after creating EC2, below itself, we will have a monitoring related content. Today, we'll go through that related topics only, how to monitor something, basics. So by default, you cannot monitor the RAM. The primary monitoring is the CPU, network, and this no monitoring. You have to aware this. I have seen interview question this one as well. When you're creating EC2, if you want access outside, you need IP address, public IP. In that case, we will, for now, I'm going with the default VPC. They had given default, AWS already created that VPC. In the real projects, in the original projects, wherever we work, right, we don't use this default VPC. That is the security violation. You have to go with your own VPC. VPC bit little like a mind game. So you have to create a lot of resources. That's why they, instead of you creating it, they have given it for us already. So let me go. EC2 is the core important is the AMI and then the networking. Next, every EC2 will have a security group. In the cloud, one of, whether you are the developer, you are the testing team, perf team, or the database, one of the important topics, these are the ones, VPC and the AMI and then the security group. No need to aware but DevOps only. If your project is running in the cloud, you have to aware all these topics. So among them, one of the very important topic is the security group. If you know the security group, you know how to enter inside that resources. Otherwise, how many times you try to access it, it will get blocked here itself. So one of the important is the security group. Security group is a VPC based. It's a region. It's a zone. I mean, it's not zone. It's a regional. But again, it is part of security group. Let's say, for example, I have one more VPC. I cannot attach this security group to that VPC. So you have to keep this. Security groups are VPC bounded, and it is a regional again. You cannot assign one security group from one region to another region. You cannot assign that. That you have to keep it. Security group will have inbound, outbound. Don't touch outbound because it's a specific use case. If you have it, if you know how to target port handle, then only. Otherwise, always we touch the inbound, and that too. Security group by default everything deny. If you want all a specific port number, we will allow. It doesn't do deny specific IP handle. We cannot do that. Some basics. So instance family type. What instance type I told, like you have to lock one instance type. You have to tell it. Last session I created EC2 mission. When you create a EC2 mission, one service will be running by default, which is called 22 port number. What is the service name? Can you guys help me? What is the service will run on 22 port number in EC2? Yeah, SSH. You no need to install that. That will come by default along with the OS, like in your laptop notepad, right? Automatically it will come. You no need to install this thing. Extra other services, like I installed extra one 801 HTTP server. So to give the security group related things and all. So very important. 22 is very critical. We will not allow to outside world. 00 we don't allow. That is the best security practice. 80 you can allow it. That is the end user port number. You can allow it. So last session I created a EC2 mission in my laptop. I have used SSH client to connect to the EC2. I have allowed the port number 22 for my IP address only, and then extra they have is the one of the PEM file. I used a public IP because I want to connect from outside. After connecting to EC2, I ran this command install install. Then after installing, I have started it. These are the two commands I used to log in inside the EC2. Then we did like some kind of issues as well. So timeout, refused. If you know the name, if you know the IP address and then the name, how to check the port number is open to outside or not. So these are the basic things we did, like the connectivity. So I'll be continuing to that on the EC2, EC2 related components only. We will go around the EC2 related keywords this week. So my primary objective is setting up the EC2 application in the secured manner, as per the like real-time projects what we do. Will majority this week I'll be on the EC2 dashboard. There are some real-time like load balancers and I'll be going through that. So that is my objective this week. Once you are familiarized on EC2, I'll be going little like the application setup in other services in AWS. Then we will enter into the VPC. So that is what my objective. So for this week we will be on EC2. Then I'll see what are the alternative for EC2. Then we'll enter into the VPC. So that is what my next objective. Okay. So let me go here. So this objective majority will go through the EC2 components only this week. And then we'll see that alternative for running apps. And then understand the application, what to choose in AWS. So that way I'll go through that. This is what my objective this week. So we'll be logging to application, connecting to the application, and then like these are the ones we will be doing this week. Just a minute. So let me connect to the AWS application. What is the how do I connect? From browser, you have to connect. Search for AWS console. So for now, I'm connecting with the GUI. There are other options also are there, CLI and then the API. So once you familiarize a little on this, we'll turn towards that as well. So let me refresh. Two users. I am user root user. So going with the root user. So you have created EC2 in the remote location. So it will be keeps on running until like, let me go for, can you guys help me here? In which region I created EC2 last time?
Mumbai, sir.
Yeah, Mumbai. So you have to switch to that Mumbai region. So Mumbai. So you see that one instance is running. If someone asks you what instance type family you are running, how to say here by saying this?
T2.
You should have that core basics topic. So I'm not, my intent is not on this UI or where to click, what to go, not for now. These are like basic checks after you familiarize for some days. So these are the some core important. Someone will be asking us whether it is running or not. Whether like what is the something 1/2 or 2/2. If it is 1/2 something, there is a problem. So you have to rectify that. So let me go little here. Little towards this instance ID is the unique number. If you create one more instance ID, it will differ. Like same number will not come. It will be the different number will come. And then you see that easy to create in a region in the separate availability zone. You can choose your own zone also. When you're creating EC2, you will get that option in the networking. So I went with the default VPC. So that's why I'm getting public IP address. This is the DNS name, public DNS name. And the matching IP is this one. Google.com. Do we have IP address or not for this name? Do we have IP address or not for this name? Where it will get registered?
DNS.
The DNS. So that is core basics, right? We understand names, machines understand the numbers, which is called IP address. So in this case, so how can I get for this name IP address? Yeah, let me take this command. Use git bash for some days. Git bash is the good tool. Search for install in your laptop. So just give the name only. Don't prepend with the protocol / and all. Don't prepend it. Just use the no need to prepend HTTP and all. So can you guys tell me here what is the Google IP here? Yeah, this is the one. So who registered in the DNS here? Yeah. Google team. Same way, when I create a EC2 mission, I got a one DNS name. This is the DNS name. Oh, sorry, not this one. Can you guys help me here? This is the name or IP address? This one. The below one. This one.
IP.
Name.
IP will have something. Only 4 digits, 0 to 4 or something. It doesn't have EC2 and all. So these are all basics you know already, right? So when you see one thing, either it is a name or IP address, you should have that core knowledge. So with that mindset, it's IP or DNS name.
DNS name.
So how can I check whether it is a public DNS or private DNS? Don't see this 65 series and all. Just how can I check whether it is registered the public DNS or not? How can I say? Yeah. There will be private DNS also. Like if you go to the banks, right, they will be accessing the one application. If you go to the company, right, your salary-based applications and all, you cannot access outside. So keep it. There will be some public DNS. Public DNS is outside business to do, like Facebook.com or like SBIonline.com and all. There are very important private DNS will be there. You cannot access them outside. Just keep it. You have to access it. You need to go to that network only. So let me check this. I'm checking the EC2 public DNS. Can you guys tell me what is the IP address for this? Yeah. Public or private IP address this?
Public.
Let's look up. It's a public IP. Who registered this one? In the sure it could be say somewhere DNS, right? This one. Who registered in the DNS? Yeah. Yeah. So who registered it? AWS. So during EC2 creation or like startup time. Next time if you do startup time, right? There are the chances this EC2 may change. Sorry, IP address may change. That we have seen it last time, but I'll regret it. Okay. So these are the very important basics. You will get one public DNS. You can use either DNS name or you can use the IP address also. That is the one thing. So keep it. And you see, right, elastic IP is empty. Very important. These public IPs may change if you do stop and start up these instance. Stop and start if you do, there is a chance EC2 IP will change. Another one, I don't want to change this these IP addresses public. I want to have always without changing, then go with this option called elastic IPs. So that we will do today. That is our demo. And then you see, right, there is a monitoring. It says default disabled it status. If you go here, right, status checks. Sorry, monitoring. Go for it. Can you see memory CPU usage or not? Can you see here something?
No.
You see data is coming right here. Sometime. So keep this thought. This is the monitoring disabled it. This monitoring disabled is called a detailed monitoring. Let me click on it. Oh, sorry. EC2. Can you guys feel me here? What option I have? Yeah, EAP, elastic IP. Yeah. Elastic IP is static public IP. Once you assigned it, it won't change. And they'll charge for the elastic IPs also. AWS will charge for this because they're reserving the public IPs, right? That is the one. And one more is monitoring. By default, detailed monitoring is disabled. So, but we get metrics. Metrics in the sense monitoring of CPU, disk, or network. We get this data. So what happens is your EC2 is running. Your EC2 will be running. It is running. And then you are seeing in the console, right, this data. Under EC2, under monitoring, you are seeing this data, like these graphs you are seeing right here. We are seeing these graphs. So where this EC2 is running in our case, in which location it is running? Mumbai. So it will be in data center only, right? This EC2 somewhere in the one server, right?
Yeah.
So whenever behind they have allocated CPU like your laptop RAM, right? How do you see your laptop memory usage and like RAM and CPU usage and
Task manager.
task manager? Let's open it. So performance. So whatever you see right here, data. This is like real time you will get currently, like now 804 some seconds, right? It is getting 804 seconds data. Immediately it is updating here, like something. Immediately it is updating. So here what happens is whatever the data you are seeing in AWS console, right? That is not immediate. In your laptop, you will get immediate. Here, whatever the data you are seeing, right? This is after 5 minutes. So keep this thought. If you say this detailed, whatever you are seeing in this dashboard, this is 5 minutes latency. So very important. Basic monitoring, that is called basic monitoring. What is the drawback with this? 5 minutes delay. So if you go with the detailed monitoring, 1 minute. Within 1 minute, you will get the data. You can't see the real-time data until you install some agents. So by default, monitoring will come two formulas, like two frequencies. One is the 5 minutes, one is the 1 minute. So this is by default disabled. So sometimes if you're debugging one problem in the like some issue, so don't rely on it until you are good with this option. So let me enable it for now. So let me keep a one question. Yeah. Enable detailed monitoring. Go for actions somewhere. You see, right? Monitoring. Somewhere we will have a manage detailed monitoring. Let's enable it. So you see that after you enable detailed monitoring, the EC2 console displays monitoring graphs with a 1 minute period of the instance. Like instead of 5 minutes, so immediately you'll get data like with 1 minute delay. If you want real time, then you need to depend upon some third-party monitoring tools. There are monitoring tools out there. You have to depend upon them. Done. Let's refresh the page again. Let's refresh it. So just please keep this. Make a one lab. Make it from disabled to enabled. So that's what I made it here. Enable detail monitoring. So monitoring status should be in what status instead of? It should be in the enabled. So please, now onwards, how frequently I'll get the data? Next time onwards?
1 minute.
1 minute.
Yeah. So you know, right? So now you are little near to the real time. Whatever happening, you are getting immediately. So don't think like in the cricket match, right? They'll be playing it if you are seeing after 5 minutes score, right? There is a delay. So it shouldn't be that like right or something. So always people will expect the near to the real time. Like whatever happening, immediately you have to see that on the console here. So these are by default. When you're creating EC2, they'll get disabled. If you want to, you can ask these questions. Do you want me to enable this monitoring as well? But this is chargeable, some kind of they'll charge, not heavily. It is chargeable service, the detailed one. Okay. So security group we have, and then the PEM file. So this is like last reboot or the creating one. And then the core OS is the Unix event. Keep it. So let me enable the Elastic IP as well. Let me go for. I don't want to change my Elastic IP. I want to I don't want to change my public IP. I want to keep the static public IP, which is called Elastic IP. Little go down here, little go down on this networking. Somewhere you will see Elastic IP addresses. This is empty for me now. So I will assign the Elastic IP for this EC2. This is one of my lab. EAP. What is EAP? Don't give me the Elastic IP. Just what do you understand?
You want to maintain static public IP without changing dynamically.
So let's say, for example, in this EC2, I'm running one application. Think that some shopping cart I'm running. And then I gave to the end users like this, www.shopping.com, something I had given it. Like where I will register this one, in which location? What is the component called to register this one?
DNS.
53.
Yeah, DNS around 53. Yeah, that is beauty. So what do I need to register along with this? I want to do
Create IP address.
Yeah, so I have a IP address. When you say IPv4, IPv6, for now IPv4, and then one more is the public or private. Which IP address I need? Public or private?
Public.
Public.
Yeah. So for EC2, do we got the public IP or not here?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the public. So let me copy this. So what kind of record type it is? In DNS point of view?
A
Record.
Yeah, record. I have registered now. So this is what. So you are clear, right? Till now? If I do start, IP will change or not again without Elastic IP.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
will
will
change.
So let's say, for example, in midnight, somehow some restart happened for the EC2, or they did a refresh of the IP addresses. So your IP got changed. So will end user access application this one?
No.
What is the error they'll get?
Connection reached.
Okay, let me DNS error. Let me see. There is like no matching IP address. Test. Develop. Let's see.
Site can't be reached.
So end users will get like this error. DNS probe. NX domain means non-existing domain. There is no IP address for that. NX. You see, NX domain means there is no record in the. There is no IP address or record in the DNS. That is what there is no matching. So you will get like this error. DNS probe. So why it happened? What is that use case? What is the problem it happened? Why we were having in this use case? Whatever I was telling. What was the problem?
The IP address is changed.
So why it got changed?
Lot of refresh or stop.
So
Still
out of,
stop.
like so what is that solution? I was telling it. Even if restart,
We need to have EIP.
this is what your job. If someone comes, they wanted to run an application, so they will not tell you because he's the just end user. So you suggest him like there is an elastic IP. We need to assign it. With that, it IP won't change. That is what your job. So always you tell this and then go for this. Say them it is chargeable as well. So if someone comes you with use case, they wanted to run an application and they don't want to change an IP address. So I mean, they won't tell that. That is what your job. If they're coming with this use case, if someone wanted to EC2 mission, always assign that elastic IP. Otherwise, they'll not come to you every time, right? Registering again to the DNS and all. So that's what. Go back here to that. Somewhere you see that option, elastic IPs. Click on I'm still on the AWS EC2 console only. So we verified like I am trust advisor, billing, and then EC2. So for a few days, I'll be here only EC2. Here and there I'll be clicking. So from here to I came to that in the same page, elastic IPs, I came here. So allocate elastic IP address. So keep this thought very important in the interview point of view. In AWS account, in that region, they will allow by default 5 elastic IPs AWS. Can I get more? To request AWS to increase. How many they'll increase? I have seen in my environment 100 elastic IPs also I have seen it. So by default, some guys very like they're adamant and all, they'll say that only 5. But I have seen very big environments. If you request AWS, there is option right support ticket. Go to the support ticket. You select technical, create a case. This is how to do like something technical. Here you can say that EC2 here, like if you search it, this is like trial account and all. So you will get a, I mean, you can compare plans. Oh, acha, this is the trial. So that's why. So you will get one option, create a case, technical and all. So say that you need increase of the elastic IPs, like for example, 20, let's assign it. You are not using it. Just in future, if I'm creating it, I need to have reserved something. So they'll assign. Yeah.
Sorry for disturbing. One question, sir. Like end user is no way concerned with the IP address, right, sir?
Yeah, true.
So if we give, like, even if the IP is changed, but he's not affected, right? He'll be giving the URL. It will be connecting to DNS, and DNS will, return the newly assigned IP, and he'll automatically connect to the site, right? So how end user will be getting that error? DNS
who has to update in the DNS?
End user is not concerned, right? So
true.
Yeah.
Who has to update in the DNS?
The concerned team.
Like we are the ones, right? You are the DevOps team. So let's say, for example, you are out of business time. You went in the vacation. You don't have a laptop. Now IP got changed.
Okay. In that case, elastic IPs.
Yeah, obviously, right? So you have to follow this strong rule. That is what our job. You have to decide it. When you're architecting the project, you are deciding, this is the thumb rule. You have to tell them. Please have this elastic IP. That is what you have to suggest here. Good. So very important. in your AWS account, they will allow 5 only. More than 5, they will not assign. This option also will get disabled for you. Like this option also, like you see, right? This option also will disabled for you. If you want more, raise a support ticket with AWS. Say them, I need, like in future, I may create some Elastic API. They will not give you Elastic APIs immediately. That I mean to say, you will get an option to create 20 times here like this. So that is what you got. Any questions, thoughts on this?
One EC2 instance will have one Elastic IP, right?
Yeah. You
So
can have more than
the-
one Elastic API also. You can have more than one Elastic API. You need to one more NIC card.
Okay, so for maximum of 5 EC2 instances, we can assign Elastic IP also. But if it is beyond 5 EC2 instances, we have means we have to request to AWS. Is it?
Yeah. So thumb rule, right? This when we right now we are using default VPC, right? Whatever you said is perfect. Perfect. That is correct only. Next, if we go little advanced topics, right? We will keep this application the private. We will put in between one layer. So that layer will handle it, all these things. So in that case, right? Even if you have 100 EC2 emissions also, we will keep them in the private. We will have a private IP addresses. Before that, we will keep one public IP that will route that traffic for all of them. So that is what we do. Yeah.
Okay.
For now, for your case, whatever you are telling is that is exactly. If you have more 5 EC2, for all of them, we will not go with Elastic IPs. For some of them only we will go. That we will see.
Okay.
No, one Elastic IP for one EC2 only. You cannot assign Elastic IP for no. One NIC card. In AWS, in AWS, what they say is, let me click on it. They'll say something called. Let me select it. Oh, that's okay. I'll come up on that. For now, you see that one Elastic card, one NIC card. That is the global fund, right? We were NIC card, one Elastic IP to one EC2. I have seen it in my environment. We are using yes. For one EC2, we are using more than some business use case. We have little complex. We are going with the complex environment. So that's what I've seen it. So, but keep this AWS account limitation for EAP default. How many? 5. Can I get more than 5? Yes. Raise a support ticket. They'll assign you more. They'll assign to your AWS account, but you can get on the whenever you need it. Can I get more? I have one public IP. Can I get that? Like I have purchased one public IP outside. Yes, they have option called something BYYP something. Bring your own IP that you can get that. So you have to raise a support ticket. So in my lab right now, I'm assigning an Elastic IP. Go for Elastic IP. Allocate an Elastic IP address. You see, right? The second option. This is what I was telling. Like something you have some bring own IP in there. For now, I don't have. So to add a new tag. Demo EAP. So always have this name and team name, at least have 2 things. Allocate. So I got an Elastic IP address. So Elastic private IP or public IP? Yeah, public IP. I got some 13 series. Just a second. You will have option called association. So I'm going to attach to the instance or network interface is called NIC. So I wanted to attach to the instance. Search here something. Automatically it will pop up here. The one. So simple. Allow the Elastic IP to be reassociated. No, just click on it. Yeah. So now this Elastic IP, I have attached it to instance. You will see that instance ID here. Now go back to the EC2 instance section here. Refresh this page. You will have a networking here. You see, right? Earlier, what was the series we have? Yeah, no, earlier what was that previous to the Elastic IP? The series was 65 some series. Now you see, right? You got an Elastic IP. Now refresh this one. Let me do this. Oh, let me do the whole refresh. Select this guy. Go little towards here also, right? You see elastic IP, you got it. That is what earlier it was empty. So two things we did, elastic IP and this thing. So you should know these core topics. Go to the networking section. You should see that below here. Yeah, elastic IP. So even if you do not stop start, your elastic IP will not change. Try this demo. So I'm stopping my EC2 mission. So let's see what is the status of the, right now it is in stopping status. It's going for stopping. If you do stop, you did a click on this, the request is going to the Bombay in one of region, in one of the rack, the VM got getting stopped. So there is a chance if you do stop start, they will change the behind one rack server to another rack server also. So if you do stop start, that is what we do whenever these checks fail. This system status check fails, right? Usually we do stop and start. If you do stop start, right? Status check, this status check is failure from the AWS, right? They have some hardware failure. So what they do behind the failure hardware to, they will swap our EC2 to another like healthy hardware. So now you see, right? Go for networking. I did a stop for elastic IP purpose. My IP is not getting changed. Even it is still here. It is not empty under. Now start back. So now it is running. Can you guys help me here? What are all the components we have assigned for EC2? Let me keep it here. EC2. We have attached EBS, which is like 8 GB. And then one more, we have attached elastic IP. I mean, the T2 family, which is 1 CPU and then the 1 GB RAM. So here is like, you'll get some question. I have stopped my EC2. Always, yes, you get a bill, not for compute. They won't charge for this. They'll charge. Yeah, because you allocated 8 GB storage, right? For the storage, they'll charge. Very important. We get paid. Yes. This is one of interview question I have seen it. Storage. And then there's some elastic IP. EAP, they'll charge for this. But not for compute, So last time, right? I wanted to change from, for example, my machine is heavy loaded. I want to change from one family type to another family. Yes, same EC2 you can change, but your EC2 has to be stopped. So let me go on then. Instance assemblies, instance settings. You see right here is that change instance type. So let me stop and then change. I'm sorry. I'll stop at the EC2 and then I'll change from T2 series to another series. Stop. So you should know that. So sometimes, right, for non-prod environment, non-prod, not live environment, non-prod environments, in weekends, in out of business time, if there is a like no developers under, we get a stop instances. In the weekend time, right, we will stop this EC2 non-prod environments. And then we will bring in the Monday, like so morning in the like something. We do this kind of activity. Yeah. Any thoughts, questions you want to ask? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, loss of memory in the sense like you stopped EC2 already, whatever there in the in-memory data will loss. That is what. No, those will not get lost. No, they will be there. Yeah. So last time I installed Apache, right? I'll access it again. I have installed the HTTPD, right? Last time. M install I did, right? HTTPD. That will keep remains here. So no data loss. It won't get lost because we are going with EC2 EBS backend instances. With this, or reboot or start, no data loss. That is good. Yeah. You can downgrade. No. Data won't fail because as you said, right? First, I was using 8 GB RAM, for example, 8 GB, and your application is using 6 GB. Now you turn towards the 1 GB RAM, for example. So you decrease it, but your application still looking for 6 GB, right? In that case, this will fail. Instance status check fail, saying that your application is needed more resources. It will fail in this case. Yeah. True. So in Holiday, if we stop EC2, this is still charge for EBS, and EIP they'll charge. But compared to the EC2 compute, right, EBS charge is little lower, so that's why we stop it, guys. Yeah. So compared to the compute cost, EBS is little lesser, so we pay for EBS. You don't have an option; you have to pay for that. Yeah. So let's refresh it. I have stopped EC2. Let me change my instance type. So keep this thought. You cannot change while running EC2. You have to stop. You see right somewhere instance type. Let me go for M series wala. You see right now what an R series is there. Let's see. R, M, IA also, G is there, C is there. Just get that A series also. The AWS will keep on update this. You don't need to remember all of them. Just log for one instance type. Let me go with the M series one. I'll go with M5 at least, some M series wala. I'll go with M4 4x large. Let's see the M4 4x large. 4x large. M4x large. X large. You type like this so that you'll get what and all here very clearly. M4, click on M4. And then M4 X large is 4 CPU and then the 16 GB RAM. This is what you get. And these are other features. So we will have a 4 CPUs now for my EC2. So that is one. So keep this. Let's go and scale it. Right. Now let's start my EC2. Start. EC2 right now, what is the status is? Pending. Initially it was pending. Earlier it was pending. Now you see that initialization happening. So it came to the running. Now status checks. Can you guys help me? What are the status checks available?
System status check instance.
Yeah, system and instance. System is completely paid on. Who will responsible for system status fail?
AWS.
Yeah, instance is we made some fine tuning of the application. So now you see right, we are now T series to M series. You can degrade also. You have to do stop and start. That is what you have to keep it that way. So keep this thought. Whenever you start. I was telling right, these instance status checks fail, and you want to see some kind of logs and all. You will get that logs inside EC2 also. But AWS given us how my EC2 is getting started. I want to see some logs and all. If there is any error or something failure and all. In the right side, you see right actions under monitoring troubleshoot. You will get a log called system log. Here it takes little time to update here. You will get here the logs. So keep this. If you find the logs, majority answers like based off with your experience or like Google help, you will get to know what is the like reason for that failure. So find always error. Find errors here. So to see logs, in the EC2, we will, that is called system log. So go for here, EC2. You will see like here after some time you will get this information. This is the system log. How your OS is getting started, sequence of the steps, all will get logged here. So if you find this, if there is any problem with your EC2 startup, you will see some kind of error related keywords here. So by seeing that error, you have to troubleshoot further. So very important. We used to get this kind of chances. Someone will say that I'm trying to install one application and then it is not installing. Always actions, mounting troubleshoot, wherever we enable to the detail, right? Here itself, you will have an option called system log. Here you will get that information. It takes little time to update here. We'll see that. So for my context is how to see the system log in AWS console itself. Here in this action section, you can see that. That is what. So that is part of the EC2 log console. You'll get it. So now let me connect to my EC2. Can you guys help me? I wanted to connect EC2. Connect, login, or SSH, all are same keywords. Yeah, what and all information I need to have in my lab? One is the PEM file. Name or and then port number should be allowed. Already I have allowed that. Yeah, and then SSH. So in my laptop, I have installed SSH client, which is called Git Bash Wala. So let me go back. So if you do ls, right, here only there will be downloads folder will be there. So go inside the downloads folder, cd downloads. Let's have an LTR. You will see there will be one PEM file. That is the same PEM file here. You can see here as well. That is the same PEM file. So take this, the public IP or DNS name, both one and the same. You can take also. Otherwise, you go and connect here. You will see here that command copy as is. So my PEM file is picking from the downloads folder. See, please, I have seen the beginner's mistake, like whenever someone connecting to, right, the PEM file will be one location and then you will be trying it will throw another file not found under. So be clear on it. So wherever PEM file is there from that path, otherwise you have to provide that full path wherever the PEM file was there. That is one thing. I'm connecting with IP address or DNS name.
DNS.
DNS name.
Yeah. Right. Please, you have to tell me, you know these answers. Where to check next further?
Security group.
No, Elastic API. That is. Go for here, inbound rules. So 22 already allowed. It is already allowed. When did we allow, or last session we did this thing?
Last session.
Okay. So what is this IP? Like your laptop IP address, right? So there is a chance your laptop IP address may change. How can I find my laptop address?
What's my IP?
Yeah, one place. (49) ending with 229. So previously I have allowed another IP. Now I need to allow to different IP. Edit inbound rules. Can we allow this one to anywhere? This one?
No.
Never do that. Otherwise, you will be the person for their stocks fall down. There are chances like 32. Type it the 32. Yeah, that is also, yeah, my IP also, yeah. That is automatically will fetch it. Save rules. How can I check from my laptop port is open or not to remote server? On what port number I'm connecting from here now? 22. You are saying the SSH, there will be SSH automatically running inside EC2. Now I want to check port is open or not. Or the DNS name. Copy. Please give a space. This is the IP address name, space port number. And what port number I want to test for now? Oh my gosh. So that's okay. In the MS-DOS, CMD. Let me go for CMD. I'll take here. I'm not getting clear English message, success or failure, something. So I'll go here in the CMD, paste it here as is. Yeah, it got connected. It got no timeout and all. So please, I'll request you guys, do Telnet Lab. Whenever some network issue comes, right, this Telnet is the one I use regularly. Like you will be, if there is a network issue, you have to run whole day also. Please. Telnet to 22 port for EC2. Please do this. There is alternative for Telnet 2, which is we use NC tool. NC. It's in the Linux. We use this one. This will give very clear connection, success or failure like this. Telnet is giving blank message. If it is error, it will say that also timeout. Since it is connected, you are seeing the blank message here. Now that is what. Now let me try back again. That is my objective is connecting log into EC2 with Elastic IP. So it says yes. Yeah. So earlier I was in downloads folder. Now I'm inside my EC2 mission. So I want to start my application. Earlier last time, right, I have installed MS Paint. Let me see. Yeah. So you see that this you need to install this one. This is already along with the EC2, it will come 22. If you stop, EC2 will get stopped. If you start EC2, it will start automatically. No need to start manually this one. This is installed by default OS. Along with the OS, this will get start. But 80 along with the OS it came, or did we install this port number? We installed. So if you stop EC2, it will stop. If you start EC2, it will not start automatically. You have to start it manual again. So let me try to access this outside. Go for EC2. In this EC2, I have installed Apache, HTTPD, and 80 port number. Let me access it. And which port number I'm entering? 80. No, here in the browser. On which 80. Let me access it. What is the error you guys are seeing?
Connection refused.
What could be the problem?
Port is not.
Yeah, EC2 is running or not?
EC2 is running.
It's running. Security group.
Security group is also running, like it is 80 only.
Yeah, is it DNS issue?
No.
If DNS issue, you will have a prepend instead of error right here. You will have a very clear DNS.
DNS.
IP also correct. That is correct.
How to give?
Yeah, let's start it because this is not the OS installed. That is we installed application. Sudo systemctl start HTTPD. This is how you have to start the application. You see, right? Now you are getting that it works this. So you do a number of times restart of our EC2 mission. You have to do start again. This one you have to start and restart. So can you guys help me here? What are the commands I have used? First, connecting to EC2 from local or your laptop, SSH, FNI, M5, username at domain or IP. After connecting it, install. What is the command I used last time? This is the command sudo. This is start. Stop. Same command. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm coming it. That's what I'm coming it. Yeah. Stop HTTPD. So now try access it. Error connection interface, right? Again. So what happens here is, let's say you installed Apache or something like HTTPD, another name we call as Apache. Another name. HTTPD, we call web server, we call Apache also. All are same keywords. Okay, these are all same keywords. So let's say you installed it. As I said, right, you are in vacation or you're in out of business time in midnight. Somehow Apache got stopped. There is a chances application will get stopped because of some error. So till that time, until you know that application will be down, right? You are the one who installed it. So to avoid this, whenever someone stop EC2 mission, also application will not come, or somehow application also will stop, application will not come. What we do, we will enable like SSH. Are you starting or automatically coming?
It's automatic.
Hooked up, right? So HTTPD, this did you install or automatically install?
We install.
No, SSH one.
SS is automatic.
Auto. So HTTPD, this one,
We need to install.
we installed it. This is the user process. This is the system process. System along with that it came. So what we do, we will make this one as a like this automatically. For that, what we do, auto start. Whenever you restart, auto start. We run a command called sudo systemctl enable HTTPD. Auto boot up. Next time onwards, you do restart of your EC2 mission, right? No need to start again. Automatically, if you restart, EC2 mission will come up. This is one of the recommendation. Please you follow it. So one of the best recommendation is if you install any service or application or process or package, all are same keywords or software, always
Enable.
boot up service. No one will tell you, please. This is your job that you have to decide. If someone is doing this, tell them. Please enable as a OS service. Next time onwards, if you restart, you do stop start. Let me go on then. Right now I have stopped it. Let me restart. Stop. Reboot also both on the same. Restart. So now you know, right, how to stop, start, how to see some properties of EC2, right? Some core basics. So right now my EC2 is stopping status. Type is M series, M4. Someone posted EBS. I'll come on that EBS encryption. Will come on the storage layer. For now, application layer with consulting. I'll come on it. Yeah, my EC2 is right now stopped. Let me start again. Next sessions, I'll terminate this EC2 after some time. Next time onwards, for some days, I'll start every day. We'll install this setup. We'll set it up. Okay. Right now, my EC2 status is in pending initial. Refresh it back. It's running now. After this came, now status checks are still happening. System and instance. So IP will remain same because of we have elastic IP. After you stopped, right, your EC2 got SSH service got stopped, right? The system will power off now. So you came out of that EC2. Now try back SSH again. So This came up. Let's access the page. Earlier it was stopped, right? Did I start or automatically it came? So what is the command is very important. Well, there was one command, right? This is the command, enable. Yeah, enable. In future, I will install one software called Docker. I will install software called Jenkins. I will install something called Cube. So for all of them, we will do like this same command only. Just name will change. Sudo systemctl enable. Same command, that name will change. That's it. So just name will change. Just example, I'm telling it. Okay. Now in this EC2, what software is running? You know, two softwares, you know. SSHD, two are running. If I take this EC2 total backup, now I'll go to one more Amazon AMI, for example. Okay, let's forget that. I'll take one more AMI. I will create EC2. In this, what software will come automatically? No, you are taking AWS AMI.
We need to view, right?
Yeah. I take instance family, that's all done. It's running now. What software will be there? You took AWS AMI.
Amazon.
Yeah, SSH will be running, right? Now, yeah, I'll take this as a one AMI. I'll take this as a AMI. This is one AMI. What software will come now? SSHD plus HTTP. So let me take this AMI. I'll take this AMI. Next time onwards, for my sessions, I'll create from this only. Okay. Let's go here. It's just a click. So that's why I'm telling it. I'll take 1 minute extra. Actions. Where? Yeah. Image and template. You see, right? Create image. Apache HTTPD. I'll say that website. Created by DevOps, for example. So when you are taking a AMI, right, there is a chances existing EC2 will go for reboot. So avoid that, just enable it. This is one of your interview question. While taking EC2 AMI, my EC2 mission got restarted. How to avoid that? Just enable this box, checkbox. Yeah, just take this. I'm converting an AMI. Type name. Let's say that Apache HTTPD and then web server. Just I'm taking it. Where is that option? Let me hide this one. Yeah, right side. Create image. Now what will happen? Total your EC2, all the whatever softwares, it will become as a your own AMI now. Next time onwards, someone is asking, hey, do you have you got a task every day is creating EC2, installing Apache, right? Instead of what you can do, create a one time, use this one every time. This is the AMI. In this AMI, you will have default 2 softwares. Any questions you want to ask, any queries on this? Moment. So now you see that here AMIs. This is the public AMIs. Oh my, 57,000. Okay, now owned by me. This is what you created it. Now you want to move this AMI from one region to another region? Yes. Select it here. You see somewhere copy AMI. This is in which region this AMI now? I want to copy to Singapore. This is backup. Just select it. Copy tags. That's okay. Don't do. Just copy tags. The tags will come as is. Copy AMI. That's it. So now your AMI will copy from one region to another region. Next time onwards, if I want to create Apache, no need to install again the software. Just launch this AMI. That is one. Now go back to instances section. For example, launch instance. Earlier I took AWS AMI. Next time onwards, I'll take my own AMIs. Here you will get it. You see, right? These are the quick start. You see three favorite ones. Yeah. You see automatically it came. Yes. You can have any like many. That is what. In the organization, right? Always remember, we always use our own AMIs. We take AWS AMI. We will do little tuning for that. Little tuning, create a EC2 mission. We will do little tuning, security related practices and all. Then convert that AMI. This AMI only you have to use it. We don't allow you to create your own AMIs and we don't allow you to use AWS AMI. If you use AWS AMI, that will come in the CloudTrail, right? CloudTrail. Everything will come in the CloudTrail, right? We will scan this. If you try other AMIs, we will get alert. Then we will send an email. Hey, you are using other than our AMIs. Don't use that. Please use this. This is one of the security practice that I'll come on that time. For now, I'll say that this is security. Hardened we call. Okay. So for now, just lab, I would say that. What is that lab? Login to EC2, that is what? Install Apache, do start, EAP, access it, see observe connection refused errors, then create AMI, observe it, share it to Singapore region as well. If you're doing it, these are the ones, please do for today. Now go back here to Singapore region. Let me switch. We should have AMI. 8 GB could have been copied to that region. How can I check my AMIs here?
Instances.
Yeah, one option is, that is also one option. Other option also here. You see here. Owned by me. So you can share, right now concepts. AMIs can't be in all the regions. Can I, if I switch to the North Virginia here, my AMI will be there?
No.
So AMIs are global or region?
Region.
How do you get for other region is just a simple click, copy AMI from one region to another region. Select this one and copy AMI from one region to, now I can copy from Singapore to other region also I can copy. That is what you can do. Okay, good. So I'll pass it for today. My objective was like on the Elastic IP and then little on the monitoring one. I'll say I'll not go monitoring more deep for now. Tomorrow we'll see like some of the on it, and then we'll launch EC2 mission from scratch again. For some days I'll do. That is why. Yeah, go. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Yeah. No, we use a shell script. That shell script job we will give to the job server that will run on the schedule based. We don't do manual. Yeah. No problem. Let me terminate EC2. I'll terminate it. Yeah. No problem. Let me terminate. I'm terminating my EC2 mission. No. Can you guys help me here? What did you learn for today? Just for 2 minutes. And the limitations, how many limitations you have? What are the 5?
5 limitations.
Can we get more?
More,
Please,
yeah.
I have seen some sorry, just a second. What I mean is, I have seen in the interviews, right? Some people, they have not worked like very big scale environment. They'll say, oh, only 5 only. they could have never requested. There'll be little advantage. You say that okay, 5 only then. But I have seen in my environment, right, more than 100 we are using elastic IPs. I have seen it. Just keep it by default 5. That is what. If they're not working big environment, they'll be seeing within 5 only something. Can we get more? That is what. Yeah. Please one more.
We created monitoring.
That is called detail monitoring.
Detail monitoring. Changing T2 series to M4.
Can you guess
M4
what is the specs for that? What was the CPU?
15.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, please add your points what we did. Yeah. Yeah. OS level process. And then
And create public DNS.
yeah, someone was saying. Yeah.
And own EMIs. EMIs.
Yeah, that is right here.
And we have copied our EMI from our region to backup region.
So thank you guys. We'll meet tomorrow. We'll continue a little further on this EC2 related only for some days. That is what. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Record.